this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad being pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my...
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1.
Gator, General West, spike.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 36, Jones dancing to his left. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
2 for 1, 2 for 1. Check 13.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shane Ray in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
14.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff, he's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
He can't hang. He's not going to get Shell.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff steps away to his left. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Let's go first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Barkley. And an alley to run. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Goff finding Cooks on a big play, 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Gurley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Strip that ball. Hey, check 24. Super. Check 24. Check 24.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. He juked him. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
A 45-yard attempt.
And the accuracy lacking there for Zuerlein. It's off to the right, no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. On 1st down, Jones flushed out right to Barkley on the check down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what...
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. On 4th down, Jones. It's caught. Shepard. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 42. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 27, Goff. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hold on. Check. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check. On this. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Reynolds. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game.
The Giants get the yard 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Take 3. 218. Chop. 36. You go take. Shoot.
Now Jones forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
60 yours. Give me that ball, defense. Give it up.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Again, he finds an opening. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Throwing Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Now Jones, operating from the gun, buying time to his left, and he's got it. So the try for two successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 2, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd and short.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Gurley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
Here goes tonight. 180. Check.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's letting it fly for Cook. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Now Goff on first down. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
At the 25-yard line.
Check. Here we go. Line 20.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Eluding the pressure, and the pressure gets to him again. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll go down at the 28. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On second down, Barkley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, New York.
Here's Jones on first and 10. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Escaping the pressure right. And the ball is knocked out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Barkley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Flushed out right. He may try, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll go to Barkley again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now it's Barkley. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for New York. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 now at 6-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, it's a loss that could hurt.